Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Dennis. Today we're going to talk about mice. Alright, I'm going to show you the one I currently use that I paid too much money for. I'm going to show you another one that I equally paid too much money for, but at least that one works a little bit better. They both work really good, except that only one's available, I think is the Viper now. The Gundam one that I'm going to show you isn't available anymore. It's right now you can't get it. You might be able to get it from ASUS's website, but I'm going to talk about mice. I'm going to tell you other ones that you can get. There's a whole vast array of which ones you can choose from. So let's have a look at the ones I use and then talk about them a little bit, and then you decide what you want to buy. Here we go. So the first thing I want to talk about is this mouse is currently not available. All right, so basically this is Earth Federation Space Force, which I thought, I'm kind of into Star Wars and things like that, and Star Trek more importantly. And I kind of like the look of it, everything, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to get this. It's got a nice soft braided cable, or not braided, but soft cable, a rubber, and it's got the ASUS emblem on it. It's USB-A, and when you plug it in, it does light up, so I'm going to show you that just in a second here. So I plugged it in as I want to be able to show this to you. It's kind of hard to see. The colors don't come through that great, but it does switch from all the different colors. There, you can use whatever software is on your computer to recognize this, the ASUS software, and you'll be able to change the colors any way you want. Now, something else it's got, of course, is you've got buttons on the side. Nothing here. A very simple mouse. Actually, kind of expensive for what it was. Scroll mouse. Now, right now it's out of stock, but it will be available again later on. And just works. It doesn't weigh that much. Pricing was outrageous at the time. I think it was like $125. Now they're down to like about $30. So much better. This lights up here. You've got your optical laser down in here. You can switch it very easily right here. So the button right here is your DPI. So you can switch it just by pushing it. 3 different switches to get what you want it to do. All right. Now, it says it's a Rogue Strix Impact 2, and it just works. It's just pretty straightforward. But I'm going to give you some of the specs on it. Okay, so this was the ASUS Rogue Strix Impact 2 Gundam Edition. So that's probably why it's not available anymore. It was a very specific time that they wanted to use it for. Okay, it weighs 79 grams, very lightweight, ergonomic, which is the reason I got it, as it was good in my hand. Soft rubber cable, like I mentioned. It's available, it says it's available in color white, but as you can see, it's got the white, the red, and the blue with the little cross, like an anchor. It's also has your buttons, so you have precise and accurate sidearm. All right, optimized for performance play in games. It has up to a 6200 DPI sensor that can track up to 220 IPS with a 1000 Hertz polling rate. All right, high precision, fast response, and accurate. All these things are true because I've used them. You have programmable buttons that allow you to telecontrol your game and your play style. Okay, pivoted button mechanism and a push-fit switch socket design, which just basically means it's easy to swap out the switches. All right, well, I've never done that, and I'm really not going to get into that because I know nothing about it. So this is an RGB gaming mouse, and of course you can use the ASUS Aura RGB to change all your colors and everything, which I just like it on the rotating colors because to me it just looks the way I want it to. So the push-fit switch socket, which is exclusive to ASUS Strix on this particular mouse, you can easily switch the DPI in 3 steps, as I showed you there, and that's pretty much all there is. But if you want that, you're going to have to wait a little bit before you can get it because it was selling for $125. So limited edition. I don't know if you can even actually get it anymore. So this is a corded mouse. However, if you want to go back to one that looks better, there are a lot of other ones on Amazon that you can use. So the mouse that I use is a Razer Viper. Now this one's capable up to 16,000 DPI. So quite a difference. Price is probably around the same. Actually, it might even be cheaper. All right. I use this for gaming all the time. It's your same scroll wheel, but you've got a couple more buttons here and a couple buttons here. So you've got a little more features to it. But again, it works awesome. All right, 16,000 DPI. It's the R601-0255 if anybody's looking for what exactly it is. Switching your DPI is equally easy on this, and most of them are. So you can see the difference in the quality of different ones, what they look like. If you just want a black mouse, nothing fancy about it, this lights up and that's it. Or you can see the one here that changes colors all the time, or you can pick the color you want. This one is not as customizable, but it is a bit, but you don't get a lot out of it. This one you do. So if you're looking for a mouse right now, you have those. Now if you want something cheaper, then you can go to Amazon. There's a few mice on there. Some are Bluetooth, some are wireless, and you can get them for as low as $23. And you know what? Ultimately, a lot of them are almost as good. Obviously, these are better quality, all right? More responsive. They've taken a lot of time and work to put this in here. But you can also buy mice from Amazon, and obviously Logitech. All these companies make good products, and they're good. I know the Razer Basilisk Ultimate Hyperspeed Wireless Gaming Mouse. You can do 20,000 DPI on it with an optical sensor, which these have as well. But it's like $179. All right, so that's the differences in prices. This is about $50 more. This is not the Basilisk, but by the way, but this is similar to that. But as mice keep going, they seem to get either more expensive or cheaper, depending on how you want it to look or how you want it to function. All right. Sometimes you got to pay for what you want. If you want a good gaming mouse and you want some little bling to it, like the RGB, you're going to pay a lot for it. But if you're just doing everyday thing, then go on Amazon, do yourself a favor, buy one for 20, 60 bucks, whatever it is that will meet your needs, and don't worry about spending the kind of money that these are asking you to. All right? Not everybody's got that kind of money today. All right, so that's all I wanted to talk to you about today was the mouse that I use for gaming, currently not available. It will be available again, from my understanding. But if it's not, you can go to ASUS's website, probably get it there, or you can use the Razer Viper or the Basilisk, both good choices, or just go to Amazon and buy yourself a cheap mouse that will still get the job done. A lot of people think you have to spend a huge amount of money on mice to just game. You don't. Save yourself some money and just go buy, I don't know, a 20 or 30 or whatever your price range is. There's some really good mice out there. Everybody's trying to get in, do their own thing, and provide you with a different product. And a lot of them work very similar. You don't need 20,000 DPI or 16,000 DPI. They'll work regardless. Like 2,500, I wouldn't want to go lower than that, but you can. And they'll still work pretty good. All right, so that's all it was. This video is just mouse I use, 2 of them, and some of the other ones that you can choose from. All right, get them on Amazon. Go to your local computer store. They'll recommend a really good one for you. Try to stay with wired over wireless, because sometimes there's a lag thing going on there. Wired will always perform a little bit better, at least in my experience. I've had wireless that work fine, but every now and then you get that lag, and if you're doing a shooter game and you go to turn and you can't turn because of lag, well, that's an issue that you're going to have, and that's not good. All right, so that was all it was. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Hope it educated you not to spend too much money on these mice. It's not necessary. All right, whatever your budget permits, go get that one, and it will work just fine. All right, I spent too much money on this mouse, I'll be honest. The other one, I did too, but I don't regret it because it's been very good to me. All right, so if you have any questions, put them in the comments. If you don't like it, well, you know what to do. Just well, put them in the comments too and tell me you don't like it, or what you don't like, or what you want to see. If you have an idea you want to see, put it in there. I'll try to do it. All right. If you're new here, think about subscribing. Thumbs up helps me out. Hit that bell for notifications. And as always, thank you for watching. Really appreciate it. Bye-bye.